I'm not even sure that was a slow roll.
Got a classic joke. Hey Doug, have you considered calling your YouTube channel Polker?
And then he turned over
Polker. Yeah.
And then there was about a
Very unique content coming up here. Mike comes in for a raise to 200 out of the hijack with 10-7 off.
I mean, that was clearly
straight to steam.
That was clearly
straight to the steam pipe.
Gets a call from Hellmuth.
I feel like this is something that you see actually a lot of times.
Oh, I like this from Richardson. This is good. He squeezed ace-3 suit on the button. I can get behind Hellmuth's call with queen and suit.
What about this sizing, the 600?
I think it's fine. I think with a caller, I think that's okay. I think if it was just heads up, it would be worse. But
get him, Phil.
You wouldn't make it a little bit bigger? I feel like I would make it at least 7.
He's in position though.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's fine. You should definitely go a little smaller in position because you overrealize post flop.
Correct.
Ooh, we got a little action flop here. King 10-7, 2 diamonds. We've got, what exactly happened here?
So I think Phil called pre and then Phil just check called the flop.
Okay, I don't mind that. I wouldn't mind seeing a raise in the flop.
Instead, he leads a blank turn.
And Richardson should just jam turn here, I think.
Really?
I mean, Phil's pretty short, right?
Oh, yeah, Phil's very short. Wow.
Wait. Did Hellmuth just call? Oh, my God. Did Hellmuth just call? I'm sorry, I didn't really see what happened.
No, Hellmuth led the turn.
Ooh.
Yeah, Hellmuth led the turn.
He's repping.
And now he hit a 9.
Nothing. Well, if he jams, he's going to win. But if he check, oh, he already checked. Okay.
Wow. He checked.
This hand, I actually, okay, so.
I like the way Richardson played this hand.
Yeah, I think the only thing you could say for Richardson is maybe he could consider a turn jam.
Right.
Because he's going to definitely have hands like ace-king, maybe king-queen, or aces that want to do that as well. Also, Hellmuth rep. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Hellmuth just like played the weirdest line ever and then just really owned this hand.
I am just
hard.
I am floored.
This is staggering.
There still are, 3 to 5% of the people that play poker that are women, maybe even more. It's in that range. Yet they are notoriously absent from really, the top tier kind of across the board. Why is that? And I wasn't trying to say that Kate Hall or Vanessa Selps weren't elite, women. I think they are. Like, they've done a lot. Like, their educational background's impressive. But what I was trying to say, I wasn't trying to say as much in terms of just education. I meant like if you're a really hardworking, smart person that's going to try and get somewhere in your life, I feel like for men, it's more acceptable to work in areas that are considered to be a little more gray.
Yeah, I've heard you make this argument. I don't buy it.
Then women, you don't buy it.
No, I don't buy it. I don't. I also think that you're just going to see a part of that explanation just come from the greater variability in male gender. Like, you're going to see a disproportionate number of men within 3 standard deviations of the average IQ on both sides.
I saw that. That's a good argument.
And I also think that, generally speaking, women are just less competitive.
Mike is ready.
You see that in a number.
Wow, I can't believe you would say that.
Well, I think you see that in a number of studies that have been done of like childhood men and women in the way
let's just jump into this hand
play games.
So we have ace of clubs here for Hellmuth. Definitely a reasonable spot to take a stab, not flush draw. Deep with second pair on a gutter. I think we could see a little bit of action here, and Hellmuth is gonna go for it. And I like this. I tuned out a little bit for pre-flop, but given pot size and his hand, this makes a lot of sense.
You like Hellmuth's bet on the flop after 3-betting pre?
I mean, yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, so he has good removal, right? His opponent's not gonna have the nut flush draw. He can't check call.
Okay.
I don't feel like, I'm not saying that it's amazing, but I also think it's bad. I think it's.
But you rarely get to this spot because you don't 3-bet this hand pre.
Probably not. There's a cutoff open.
Okay.
But.
So let's say you had ace of clubs, 10 of spades. This would be a great spot to continue firing.
Yeah, definitely. What I will say is, using an ace in your 3-bet range on the small blind is a good play for sure. But you have so many better ones to choose from that I prefer over ace deuce.
It's right on. It's on
but if you did 3-bet it,
right over that slot machine in the river.
This line's actually okay, I think. As long as he jams the river, we're on the same page. Because this hand is very good to jam the river. But I don't know if he's gonna get deep off a flop top pair. I mean that. Man, this is actually an interesting spot. If Hellmuth jams here,
do you think?
I think he's gonna win.
I'm all in.
He's all in.
Wow.
I like
Strong
this
played
play.
hand by Phill, yeah.
I like this play. Honestly, this is not an easy spot for Deeb. And like Hellmuth's selection of hands, given the loose 3-bet preflop, is good.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the best bluff candidates. So I like this.
And you see this from Phill, I think, quite a bit. Like, he might not have the same fundamental like background,
Yeah.
but he still kind of intuits some overlap with like high-level strategy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like this. I like this. I think that the board pair is bad for Phill because I think the board pair is bad for Phill, and Phil's probably hoping he's not getting slow rolled right
Sean's
now.
like merging his this
Yeah.
range of
Yeah.
He's got like a legit tough decision, like pretending that he could be slow rolling.
I bet you Hellmuth 10% thinks he's getting slow rolled right now because Deeb has done this as a slow roll so much.
Definitely.
But anyway, so this River Jack I think is not a great card because let's say you
Not
had,
a great card for.
Phill because let's say you had kings.
You might be afraid that your opponent had a hand like Jack 10.
Yeah, you might want to check here. You know, you might consider it. Jack 10, Jack 8 suited, maybe like Ace Jack of Spades, King Jack of Spades. You know, obviously 10 8 suited, obviously flushes, obviously a few sets. So that means that this bet is a little more polarized. And with Deeb getting the calling chips out,
Wow.
he jumps in there for the comment.
Wow. Do you think Phill might have made a mistake there to speak to say something to Sean?
I wasn't worried about a jack. I don't have any jacks at that.
I don't think Sean is the right person to start engaging with, even if you're Phill and think that you can manipulate the situation.
I just don't do this.
I know you don't, but people do.
I know they do, but I don't believe in myself enough to be, you know what I'm saying, to get what I want. Like I just don't play this game. Cuz if you mess up.
But again, if you're Sean and you're playing
this
this game within the context of this being a close spot,
Yeah.
then you can make some real differences, right? I mean, if Sean's thinking with like, you know, King 3 or something.
Oh, they want to hear the table talk, so let's just let it go for a second here.
I really wish Matt was a good bluffer, and when he said I wasn't slow rolling, I was slow rolling, and then he wouldn't even see it coming.
I would have said that too if you were slow rolling.
Really?
Yeah.
You seemed too genuine the way you said it.
I did it to him once in open face.
Oh no, I remember that in Jacksonville. You got it, it's there. What the fuck, man? That was one of the greatest things I've ever done. You might even have like the 9-5 of clubs. I mean, you're in that mode right now.
I don't have 9-5 of clubs. I don't have a 9.
But I do.
Heads up pro says Phill interrupted while Deeb showed
guys.
he was going to call. Clear sign of weakness.
Getting
Agree with
blocked
that.
by Phill on TV.
I think that was a pretty clear sign of weakness.
I also think, generally speaking, when people talk about the hands that they don't have,
I know Doug is braiding
they're
me that
more often
GTO
bluffing.
says to call, but still I'm going all in on the river.
I actually don't know what quote GTO is here. It's close. I think 9-8's close. I actually think this is close. I think.
You got it, Phil. Nice
Wow.
Oh, got him.
Oh, that would have been awesome if Phill showed the deuce of spades.
That would have been
That
amazing.
would have been great.
That was the moment right there.
Wow. I think we just witnessed the greatest in action.
Stand up.
Give credit where it's due. Very
That was
nice
good.
hand.
I think I like how you played it post flop.
Thank you for watching. If you want more from Poker Night in America, click subscribe. And if you want to feed my ego, click like.